Hi everybody, and welcome to another segment in our series of segments on e-training. Today we're going to zero in and talk about the new boundary regulation. My name is Nick Coringi. I'm the Senior Director of Operations and Education for Little League Baseball and Softball. With us in studio today is Pat Wilson. Pat's the Senior Vice President of Operations and Program Development. Pat, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Nick.
Before we dig in, please note that these segments are just overviews. For more detailed information, please consult with the Little League rulebooks or go to our website, littleleague.org. Pat, we've had a lot of discussion about the new boundary regulation. Can you give me a little information about why we made the change and where it came from?
You know, as many people know, we did a research project to find out how we could increase participation in the Little League program. And one of the things that we found out overwhelmingly is that parents and children want to play, and the children want to play with the kids they go to school with. So, with that being said, taking that information into account, you know, Nick, annually we probably get 2,000 requests for players to participate out of territory because they go to school in a different area or a different league's boundaries. And so when you take the research that we found where kids want to play with the kids they go to school with, as well as the number of requests we got as the charter committee, we thought as a staff and working with the operations committee of the board as well as the international advisory committee and discussing it with them that now's the time to look at a change to provide those kids the opportunity to play with the kids they go to school with. So what we're talking about, Nick, at its core is that if a kid lives in one boundaries, but because of open enrollment or anything else or any other reason, they're allowed to play in the league where they go to school in. And that's the physical location of the school. Not where the school district boundaries are, but actually where the school, the physical location of the school is.
It's important to note that members of the Operations Committee are field personnel, district administrators. Members of the President's Advisory Committee, the International Advisory Committee, are field personnel, which are district administrators and sometimes league presidents as well. So we've gotten that feedback from the grassroots. So what is it? Is it a waiver? Is it, what exactly is it?
Well, Nick, it's not a waiver. We thought to most effectively implement this change, we changed the rule, and we actually changed the regulation. And so the regulation now reads, as I mentioned before, that if the physical location where a child goes to school is in another league's boundary, that child has the opportunity, much like the child in a divorce situation, where the parents live in two different boundaries, to play in either league's boundaries. Mm-hmm. So it's in the regulation. You don't have to file a waiver per se at all to do it. You have to document that you go to school in the league's boundaries, and from that, the child can enroll and participate in the league where he goes to school and participate with his friends.
What type of supporting documentation would they need?
Well, we're going to need documentation to support school attendance, just like we need documentation to support residents, Nick. Mm-hmm. And so what we're looking for is an official school document, a report card, or a form that Little League created that the school administrators and the parents can fill out to document that that child was enrolled in the school prior to October 1st of the current year. So for this year, children are able to participate if they were enrolled prior to October 1st, 2013.
Regulation 2. Will the Regulation 2D waiver still be available and be able to be used?
We would extend the Regulation 2D waiver to any siblings of those children that are participating in another league's boundaries, technically where they go to school. Mm-hmm. We would extend the 2D to their siblings. And so, Nick, if I'm the child, I go to school in League B, I live in League A, mm-hmm. You're my little brother. If I go to League B, you can come with me under 2D and follow me so that the parents and the family only have to go to one league. They're not split between two leagues because you don't go to school where I go to school.
Right. Is there anything else before we kind of close out that you want to add and let people know about with regards to the new regulation?
Since we've announced the regulation, Nick, we've gotten a lot of feedback. And I won't say it's all been positive, mm-hmm. but we have had a lot of positive feedback. And the concerns about a lot of leagues are that they're concerned about losing players to another league because they don't have a school within their boundaries. We've talked to all the leagues, all the district administrators that have raised that concern, And what we've tried to do is explain to them that 2014 is the first year of implementation. Let's work with the leagues and work with the districts to see what we can do to help mitigate that migration. And then ultimately, we'll reevaluate it after the 2014 season. But I can tell you that the goal of the Little League program is providing kids the opportunity to participate. One of the ways they want to participate is with the friends they go to school with. This provides that opportunity. And so that's the goal of the regulation change, Nick. And so that's what Little League's trying to accomplish by this change. And so we're here, the operations staff, the regional staff is here to work with local leagues and districts as they raise concerns about this. Feel free to contact us, and we'll be evaluating as we go out throughout the season.
Perfect. Pat, thanks for joining us and clearing that up for us. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Nick.
That will do it for today's segment. For more information, please be sure to consult your Little League rulebook as well as the website, littleleague.org. I'm Nick Caringi. For Pat Wilson and the rest of the communications staff, thanks for joining us.